Australopithecus anamensis paved the way in East Africa over 4 million years ago. For decades, this species was a ghost in the fossil record, known only by scattered teeth and jaw fragments, until a stunning skull discovery in 2016 finally put a face to the name. Anamensis possessed the thick tooth enamel and distinct shinbones of a committed bipedal walker, yet it retained the long, powerful arms needed for a life spent on the trees.
You see, in the deep time of prehistory, this creature represents a truly defining moment. It is the story of our lineage making a profound commitment to the ground, an evolutionary gamble, really, that would echo down through the millennia, setting the stage for everything that was to come.
So, our journey begins in the Pliocene epoch, more than 4 million years ago. Now, this was an age of great change, and it's here that we meet one of the very first Australopithecines, a species that stands right near the very base of our family tree.
You know, its name actually tells the story of its discovery. Australopithecus means southern ape, while Anamensis comes from the word anam, which is the word for lake in the Turkana language. It forever ties this ancestor to the ancient shores of Lake Turkana in Kenya, which is exactly where its first significant remains were found. For years, this was a creature known only from fragments. It was officially named in 1995 from fossils found in Kenya, but it remained a kind of shadowy figure in our past. But then, in 2016, a spectacular discovery in Ethiopia changed everything. A nearly complete cranium. For the very first time, this ancient relative of ours had a face. And the skeleton of Anamensis tells an unmistakable story. It's a story of a fundamental shift in how our ancestors moved through the world, the decisive adaptation for walking on two legs, setting a course that the human family would follow forever. The evidence is written right there in the bone. If you look at the tibia, the shin bone, you'll see its top and bottom ends are flared and thickened. This is a clear biomechanical signature, a robust structure designed to absorb the immense and repetitive stress of bearing the body's entire weight, step after upright step.
And there's more. The femur, or thigh bone, angles inward from the hip to the knee. This is a critical feature because it positions the knees and feet directly under the body's center of gravity. This isn't the anatomy of an animal that occasionally stands up. No, this is a blueprint for stable, efficient, and sustained walking on two legs. This evidence is absolutely conclusive. Australopithecus anamensis was a true biped, and this new way of moving had the most profound implications. Walking upright freed the hands from locomotion. This one fundamental change meant hands were now available to carry things, maybe food to share or infants. This was really the anatomical dawn of cooperation, a trait that would one day come to define our lineage. But the story is more complex than that. While its legs were firmly planted on the ground, its arms told a completely different tale, a tale of an older world, a world it was not yet ready to leave behind. Its anatomy is just this fascinating mosaic of the old and the new. The lower body, built for walking. The upper body, however, retained these powerful features for climbing: long forearms, strongly curved finger bones, and a shoulder joint oriented upwards, perfect for reaching into the canopy. So this was a creature in transition, living a kind of dual existence. It walked the earth by day, but very likely still sought refuge, and perhaps food, in the trees at night. It stood at the frontier between two different ways of being, an absolutely pivotal moment in our own becoming. To truly understand this species, we have to try and picture its world. The East Africa of the Pliocene was a landscape in flux, a dynamic environment that would have presented both new challenges and incredible opportunities. It wasn't one single environment, but a mosaic. The ancient, dense forests were receding, making way for open grasslands. But along rivers and lakes, lush forests persisted. This patchwork landscape was the perfect evolutionary crucible for a creature that can navigate both the ground and the trees.
Survival here demanded flexibility. The characteristically thick enamel on its teeth suggests a diet that included tough, abrasive foods, things like nuts, seeds, or underground tubers. These were resources likely gathered from the more open savanna, which was a crucial advantage in a changing world.
The story of Anamensis, then, does more than simply add another branch to our family tree. It sharpens the focus on a critical period of our evolution, really clarifying the path that leads from ancient apes all the way to us. That remarkable 2016 cranium allowed, for the first time, a direct comparison with its famous successor, Australopithecus afarensis, the species of the fossil Lucy. The skull confirmed they were distinct. Anamensis has a more primitive, ape-like projecting face and a narrower brain case, unlike the flatter face of afarensis. This raised the really tantalizing possibility that the two species coexisted for a time, complicating the simple linear story of our evolution we once told. The legacy of Anamensis is therefore profound. Its commitment to walking on two legs was the first domino to fall. It freed the hands, which in turn opened the door to carrying, to sharing, and eventually to the making of tools. This was the anatomical foundation upon which our own genus, Homo, would ultimately be built. Australopithecus anamensis is more than just a set of dusty bones in a museum drawer. It represents the specific moment our ancestors took the ultimate gamble. For millions of years, safety lay in the canopy. To come down meant facing lions, hyenas, and sabertooths. But Anamensis was the species that committed. We are here today, quite simply, because 4 million years ago, a small ape-like creature found the courage to stand up and keep walking.